Hello, guys. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me and if you can see me. Let me know in the chat, please. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Okay. Bidemi says that he can see and hear me okay. That's good. Bidemi, you are welcome. And Ifa says that I can hear you loud and clear from Malawi. Wonderful. 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 So tonight, I'm going to talk about trade school, or what we mostly in Africa will call vocational school. It is one of the opportunities that's available here that you can take advantage of. We normally, or people mostly don't consider trade school as something they want to do, but it's a good opportunity for you to or for those who qualify to come and study in the United States. Trade school is not like the regular university, though most of the trade schools does degree courses. So they are mostly certificate, associate degree, diploma, and degree. So you can have a trade school or a technical school that does degree programs and other certificate courses. And it is a very good opportunity. If, for instance, your results are not so great, and so you want an entry space, something you can use to enter, you can use that. And so today I'm going to talk about it, and then I've selected 5 schools that are recognized and authorized to admit international students. So I will use one as example. The rest I will put on the website so that you can have the links to it. I'll put them there for you to have access to them. But one thing, there are a few things that we need to go through before you start even applying. What I'm going to talk about applies to all schools. All schools. So those who have been part of my presentations on how to apply to universities, you will come across some of the things that I will mention that are familiar, because it's a school. So most of the process are the same. Most of the process are the same. So if you know somebody who is a technical student, who has a diploma, went to a vocational school, or has finished high school, the grades are not that great, or they are good, still want an opportunity to come in, send the link to the person right now. Invite the person to come in right now to join us, because what I'm going to share will be beneficial to them. It will be beneficial to them. So just use a minute, share the link, share the link, share the link with them, share the link with them. Share the link with them. Yeah, you are. Bidemi, you are. I mean, everybody is eligible. Everybody is eligible. Just that if since you are applying to a first degree, you are eligible. Just that you cannot, if you already have a first degree, you cannot say that I'm now going to go to a trade school. One advantage is that the money required for trade school, or the funds required for trade school, is not much like that for a regular university. So trade school fund is like half of what you will pay for a regular university. So it's an advantage. I'm not saying it's for everybody. It's not for everybody. But then it is something you can look at the end of the presentation. If you feel like there is something that you want to also try, you can do that. You can do that. You can do that. So share the link, share the link, share the link, share the link. Share the link with your friends. So let's go through. Let me do this quickly. This is what we are doing today. So let me do it quickly, and then if there is time, we can take some questions. So first of all, you need to do your research. You need to do your research. You need to research schools. I've done mainly that for you. You need to research and choose your trade school. Mm, I've done those work for you. I've selected the schools that I believe you have the greater chances of getting in. I've chosen 5. If you are serious about it, you make sure you apply to all the 5 schools. It's very, very important. All the 5 schools. So you need to ensure the trade school offers the program you are interested in. If you are into cooking or what they call culinary arts, the art of cooking, or you are into automotive technology or HVAC, air conditions and all those things, or cosmetology, beauticians, something, and that's your field, and you want to get a qualification, associate degree or certificate in it, you can go to a trade school. A trade school will help you to make yourself a professional in that area. You see, one advantage of trade school is that when the school prepares you for work. It prepares you for work. So while you are in school, your chances of getting a job to do and staying in the job after school is high. That's one major advantage of trade school. It prepares you for the job market. So you do more of practical study than theory. So you need to do your research and pick your school. I've done that for you. I've done the research. I've picked the schools for you. Mm. You can do your own too and add to it. There are more schools. I have just chosen the top 5 I think will be good for you. Mm. Mhm. So it's very, very important that you do your research and make sure you have your facts correct. You need to also, as part of your research, make sure that the school you are choosing is accredited. It has the accreditation to admit international students. There are several schools around that will tell you that they have the accreditation to, and they are not. So you need to be very careful that you choose the right school and be able to know that this school you are going, you will not finish, and then they will come and tell you that, oh, these people don't even have accreditation. Recently, it has happened here. There was this nursing school, a very popular nursing school, very popular. A lot of people go to that school. Recently, it came out that they didn't have the license to even run the courses they were running. So they closed the school down and people are in shambles. People are hanging it. They have been sent to court so that people's school fees will be refunded to them. You don't want that to happen to you. So you need to make sure that the school is accredited to admit international students. You need to also make sure that the school has international student services support, where you go to the school and there is a whole department that support international students so that you will not find yourself hanging. They can help you with finding jobs on campus and all that. So you need to make sure you check those things as part of your researching and identifying the school you want to attend. Am I clear on this? Am I clear? Let me know in the chat if you are clear so far on it. You understand what I'm saying? Whether we are on the same page, let me know if we are on the same page. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on. Once you have chosen the school that you want to attend, you want to make sure that you check the admission requirements. Make sure you check the admission requirements. It's very, very important. Check the admission requirement. The specific requirements that may include your transcript, proof of English language, letters of recommendation, how you need to go about it. They will say all those things on the website for you. So you need to check it and be sure that you meet the admission requirement. After that, you need to complete the application form. You need to complete the application form and make sure that you submit it by the deadline. I always go for the priority. Most of the schools will have 3 dates where you need to submit your application. You have the priority date. Those are the people who are considered first for financial assistance, if there is any. They give them the financial assistance first, then they come to the regular admissions on that day, and then they have the late admission. Always target the priority admission. So once you know the date, make sure that you submit your application by the end of the priority date. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. And then make sure that you pay your application fee. Most of the schools have application fee, others don't. Some of the schools you can request for a waiver, and they will waive the application fee for you. So make sure you find out before you do anything so that you know what you are doing. You don't want to put in the application and then later come and say you don't have money to pay the admission fee. You need to be ready. You need to be ready. It is very, very important. If you don't have money for your application fee, you are not ready to go to the school. That's the fact. So you need to look into it, prepare yourself before you start the main process of applying. Very, very important. Bidemi says that I think those schools you are about to share with us are also accredited. Of course, I won't put schools that are not accredited for you. I won't do that. I told you these 5, I've checked out everything. And when you see, I've rated them. The higher your chances, I've rated them based on certain information from the school. So I will only put accredited school there for you. I won't put school that is not accredited. Bidemi. That's very important to me. Make sure that everything I give you is credible. It's very credible. It's very credible. You need to also know that you are going to get a visa for the school. So you need to work on that. It's still the same kind of visa, the F1 visa. It's still the F1 visa you are going to apply for. That is a student visa. Today there's a lot of sirens going around. A lot of sirens. I hope you can hear the noise. I hope you can hear the noise. It's interesting. Here, when a cat or a dog even gets stranded, somewhere. Maybe the cat climbed the tree and cannot come down. You have the police, you have the ambulance, you have the fire service. They will all go there to go and rescue the cat or the dog. It's very, very important. They are treated as important as anything. So I'm sure some of these sirens you are hearing, it is because of somebody's pet that is stranded on the roof or something. It's summer, so everybody is out. The animals are out and everything. It's beautiful outside. It could also even be those who are on the beach. The beach is just close by me. So people go to the beach and several things happen. So you will be hearing a lot of sirens in the thing. Just forgive me. Okay. So you need to understand that you are working to get your F1 visa. For those who have been with me knows that there are certain things that you need to work on. Your I-20. You need to get your I-20. Before you get your I-20, you need to submit your application and your affidavit of support. Show the school that you have enough funds to cover your study. With most of the trade schools, the cost or the funds you need is about half of the regular universities, which is a good thing. When you go to the website, they will tell you the exact amount that you need to show. So that's one thing you need to do. You need to pay your service fee to be able to help you go for your interview. You need to prepare for your interview. Very, very important. You need to prepare for your interview. I have several materials on the platform, on the website that will help you with your interview. If you want me to prepare you for the interview too directly, that can also be arranged. Just last week, a lady I prepared for interview. She is on the platform too. We had a 30-minute session. I prepared her. Just yesterday, she sent me a WhatsApp. She has been given the visa to come to school. She got a visa to come to school yesterday. I told her what to do. She went there. She did exactly that. And she got a visa. One of these days, I'll bring her on for her to tell you her story. So you need to prepare. You need to prepare. It's very, very important. Preparation is very, very important. Once you prepare, you will go through. Once you prepare, you will go through. So you need to prepare for your interview. Your documentation, you need to work on your documentation. Make sure all your documents are correct, are right. You don't want to make any mistake. Cross your T's and dot your I's. Make sure every information on your documents are correct and you know what it is. Very, very important. All your receipts, when you pay a fee, make sure that you have your receipt. Have a file that you put your receipts and copies of your forms in it. Some of the forms, they don't need you to bring them to the interview, but have copies anyway. Have copies anyway. Have copies anyway. And then you need to show your evidence of funds to cover your tuition and living expenses. It's very important. But I've told you, with trade schools, the cost is like half the regular university. So that is a good thing. That's a good thing. You need to plan your financial stuff. It's very, very important. You need to plan it. Bidemi says that mine is also on the way. No problem. Let's get there. Let's get there. You need to understand the cost of tuition and any additional fees. Because it's a trade school, They have labs, they have workshops, materials, things you buy, and others for yourself. The school have their own, but you want to be very, very on top of your game. There are things you need to also buy for yourself. So you need to have money to cover those things. Your living expenses, you need to budget for that. It's very, very important. Your housing, your food, transportation, and your any other personal expenses, you need to budget for that. There are scholarships and financial aid depending on the school that you apply to. You need to research and find out. One of the best places to find out all this is the International Student Office. That's why it's always important to make sure that the school you are going to, they have the International Student Office. They can help you with all this information. They can guide you how to get scholarships and financial support for your study. It's very, very important. On the schools too, there are work job opportunities for you. As an F1 student, you have up to 20 hours a week to work on the campus. On the campus. So they will help you to get it. You yourself can also search and then get those opportunities. You can also have your OPT, optional practical training, which most people use to get themselves established in the country. So the field in which you are studying, you find a job that aligns with that field of study. That puts you into what we call the OPT, the optional practical training. It helps you to be able to get yourself into the job world in the United States. Many of the students who get themselves those opportunities will end up staying with the company. And if you are fortunate, you do your things well, those companies will file for you to get all your documents to live and work in the United States. So it's very, very important that you look into that. It's very, very important you look into that. When you have done all these things, you need to prepare to come. When you have gotten your visa, hopefully you get your visa, you have to prepare to come. Awa is joining us from Cameroon. You are welcome. You are welcome. You need to prepare. And in preparing, you need to work on your health insurance. Here, it is very, very important. Health is expensive. Healthcare is expensive here. So insurance is your best shot to get the best healthcare at the lowest cost to you. So you need to work on that. Most of the schools will add health insurance to the cost, which is good, which is very good. So you need to look into that and make sure that you have the best and the right health insurance for yourself. And if you are coming with your family, that it covers you and your family. Your housing, either you want to stay on the campus or outside campus, you need to work on that and be sure of what is best for you. My advice is that for your first year or first semester, whatever, make sure you stay on the campus. It helps you to adjust and establish yourself. After your first year and you know the system, you can decide to go and get a cheaper accommodation outside the campus. Most of the time, accommodation on campus is expensive than outside. So you need to do all those research and planning. And then you have to do your travel arrangements, your ticket, the flight you're going to use, which airport you are going to arrive in, and the people, either the school is picking you up or you have to find your own means of transport to the school. You need to check all these things to make sure that you don't get yourself stranded. It is very, very important. And make sure you arrive on time to be part of the orientation. The orientation will let you know everything you need to know about the school. It is very, very important that you join the orientation. But if something should happen, and so you are not able to join the orientation, that is also fine. But make sure that you are on campus on time to be able to participate in the classes. Okay. Bidemi says, I know you are trying as much as you can to make sure that there is an available ways through which one can enter the US. Of course, I want you to come to the US. That's why I'm doing all these things, So thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure that you get the opportunity to come to the United States. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's very, very important. When you get the opportunity to come to the university, you make sure that you maintain your status. You maintain your status. When we say maintain your status, you got an F1 visa to come and study. When you arrive in the United States, don't try to ditch your school and say, I'm going to work. You will become illegal. Make sure you stay connected to what you came to do. Because at the end of every semester, the school has to report to the immigration service whether the students are still in the program that they apply to. So if for the semester they didn't see you in school, you didn't participate in anything, they will inform the immigration department that you didn't come to the school. You become an illegal. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. You don't want that. So make sure that if you are coming to school, you stay in school. Your opportunity will come for you to get yourself in the American system. So keep your status. It's very, very important. Don't ditch it. And make sure that you don't work beyond what you are allowed to work. It's very, very important. You need to also maintain your academic progress. Most of the time, the schools will require you to maintain a certain grade point. If you go below that grade point, they may withdraw you or warn you. You don't want that. I know my people are smart and they will excel. Make sure that you maintain your grade point. I think most places is 3.0. Make sure you maintain your GPA 3.0 so that you are in compliance. You are in compliance. Make sure you utilize the services available to you. Make sure you utilize those services. There are a lot of services available to international students. Make use of them. Your number one point of contact is the International Student Office. Use them. That's why that office is there. So make sure that you use them. Don't think that you know more than everybody, so you are going to do things on your own. You'll find yourself wanted. You find yourself wanted. After you graduated, you can apply for more OPT. So they will extend your status. When you can extend it up to 12 months, which means you can stay up to 1 year. I hope that by that 1 year, you've done your work well, that the school or the company that you are working with is ready to take you on. In fact, most of the students, almost every student who go through the process gets hired by the companies that they have their OPT with. So that is very possible. Just do your best. After that, other opportunities is to continue education with your certificate or your associate or diploma, whatever it is. You can decide to go to mainstream university to continue. It also gives you more time to stay in the system to get your act together. So you need to consider that one too and make sure that you do what you have to do. It's very, very important. Any questions so far on what I've said about? I'm going to take you to one of the school's website and show you how it looks like and how you have to go about your application. Any questions so far? Are we on the same page? Let me know. Give me a heart, a thumbs up. Let me know we're on the same page. Okay. Our says, I'm there. I hear you. So the school I'm going to take you to is called the Interactive College of Technology. It's a tech trade school, and it's located in Texas. So I'll take you there. They have other campuses in Georgia, Kentucky, other places, and they do HVAC. HVAC is air conditioning stuff. They do medical office administration, information technology, vocational English as a second language, and other things. And they admit international students. And the chances of getting admission is high because they support international students a lot. So this school is a very good one that you can try. Mhm. Thank you, Bidemi. So let me take you to the website. Okay. So when you go there, you go to the website. There is how it looks like. This is how the website looks like. You see the places they have their campuses: Georgia, Kentucky, Texas. The general website is this. You can select your campus of interest where you want to be. All these places you can select. If you also want to do it online, you can do it online. There's also here you can look at the program of interest, the programs that they do: accounting and professional business assistant, medical office administration, business management, human resource, continuing education, commercial refrigeration, HVAC and refrigeration, information technology, vocational English as a second language, and these languages are there. You can select any of them that you are interested in. It's a technical school, so it is not your regular school where they do only theoretical programs. This one, they do practical programs. That's why you are seeing the areas they study. That person can do it. That person can do it. It's all in the language this thing, so the person can do it. Yeah. So you go through the website, make sure you read everything, you check everything out. Make sure you familiarize yourself with everything. And then this is the menu. Make sure you click on the menu, look at what is there. Admissions. When you go to admissions, you see international students. International student. Make sure you read everything. What to expect. International student. Read, familiarize yourself with what the school does when it comes to international student. You read what to expect. It is always good. It's always good to know what to expect. There will be so many things to think about in your preparation in applying for and receiving a student visa. There will be even more things relating to your visit to the United States. Below, you will find some helpful tips. So there are tips, they have put in materials there to help you when it comes to how they help students to come to the United States. Read everything. Make yourself familiar with it. How you can get your visa. Make sure you read everything so that you know what you are dealing with. You know what you are dealing with. It is very, very important that you do that. I've talked about this. They stated document you should carry on you, and all those. Everything is there. So make sure that you go to the international student page and read everything. These are the things I've talked about already. Make sure that you read everything. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. You can check the programs, and then if you decide maybe you want to do commercial refrigeration, and you select, it will bring you to that page, commercial refrigeration page, and you see everything that has to do with it. Refrigeration courses, they are all there. They are all there. You can talk to the people in charge there. There are people who are paid to talk to you and help you. So use them. Make sure you use them. These are areas that are in demand in the US. So the chances are that when you study some of these courses, you are going to get yourself a job. You will even get the job before you even finish the school. So that's the advantage when it comes to this. You will get these certifications. EPA, NH certification, residential, commercial, this, you will get everything. You will be set. Lifetime career placement support. They will support you to get a career placement, to be placed in a job, to help you. That's what they do. So make sure you read everything. And then when you are ready, they ask you from high school diploma to a career. So you have your high school diploma or certificate or your WIEC results. That's what you need. Your WIEC result, that's what you need. And they have a team to assist you. They will assist you to go through everything. So make sure that you take advantage of it. When you are ready, you just have to click on the start and then you go through the admission process. Simple, stress-free admission process. Clear answers from supportive, knowledgeable admission specialists. They will help you with everything. Make sure you use the people. Don't just do your own thing. Like I always say, don't just do your own thing. Make sure that you use the people. They will help you with everything, and then you will get everything done. The application process is here. You click on it, and the application process will come for you to go through. Once you have done everything, and then you see that you are in a good shape, you can check the application requirements. Make sure you meet all the requirements before you start the application. A full list of admission requirements. Click here, and then it will open for you. It will open for you. Everything you need to know. Everything is there. Everything you need to know. The campuses where you like, they have all been stated. If you have an issue, connect with an admission specialist to help you. It is as simple as that. Make sure that you do the right thing. So I'm showing you this. I'm going to put everything on the website. Go there. Make sure that you go through it and then you apply if it is for you. Bidemi says that what about the National Examination Council? NECO, what is that? What is National Examination Council? Is it like WAEC or what? Or a professional body or what? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. So let me know what that is. Any questions so far? I think with this, you should be able to apply. If you choose Texas to bring you to Texas campus, and you can apply from here. Apply now. When you click on the application, and it will ask you to start the application, put all the information in it, and then you continue. Next, so you go through it, make sure that you answer them correctly. Make sure before you submit your application, you go back and go through everything and make sure that the information you are putting in there are correct before you submit. Don't submit something with mistakes. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. Don't submit something that is a mistake. Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? There are other 4 schools that I've also selected for you. After this session, I'll put everything on the website and then you can go and check them out. And then if it's for you, apply. If you know somebody that this will be helpful to or for, just share it with the person. Share it with the person. Today, we didn't have many people coming on. So I think that many people are not interested in this one. So those who are here, I know maybe you are interested. Make sure that you use it and then it benefits you well. Any question? If there's any question, let's deal with it. And then we'll end it for the day. Any question? If there's no question, that is great. There's no question. I think I've said a lot and I've shown you what you need to do. So I will put everything on the website. Make sure you just go through it. If it's not for you, share it with somebody who will have to benefit from it. And then I believe that it will be beneficial to someone. Bidemi says that it's an exams after you go to the WIRE. Okay, it's an external exam regulated by the government of that country. Exam results that I use for my university. Okay, so if you are able to use it for university, it means you can use it. You can use it for this one. Yeah, you can. What do you mean, Awa? What do you mean whether it takes time to have it? To have what? To have what? It's applying to a school. The process is the same, the timeline is the same. There is a timeline when you need to be in the school. You get it? So it's the same process like applying to any school. Mm. If you don't apply by the time, that is up to you. It means that you may not get your visa to come. So you put in your application as early as possible. So that is very important. Okay, guys. Thank you all for coming. Share with somebody. If you didn't join early, go back and watch it and look at the steps and apply it. And I believe it will be beneficial. I'll see you. You can always send a message. You can put your question in the chat and then I will answer you. Okay. Love you. Have a good night. Enjoy yourself. Bye bye.